Good evening, council and administration, and to the our residents who might be watching us tonight. Say Happy New Year to everybody. Start out this new year, hopefully with more hope for all that stuff going on that we don't need to talk about right now, the COVID and all that. And like I say, just welcome, and we'll get right down to business. We have a very short meeting tonight. We have no old business, no new business, but we will take care of business. And with that, if everybody would please rise and join me in pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible,
with
liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, call a roll, please.
Cochi,
Here.
Spinks,
Here.
Janudis,
Here.
Fluharty,
Here.
Mezak,
Here.
Rhodes,
Here.
Saunders.
Here.
Council, you have the minutes of the work session of December 21st, 2020. Any corrections to that? Seeing none, can I have a motion for acceptance? By Janudis, second by Mezak. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Cochi,
Yes.
Spinks,
Yes.
Janudis,
Yes.
Fluharty,
Yes.
Mezak,
Yes.
Rhodes,
Abstain.
Saunders.
Yes.
And council, you have the minutes of the regular meeting of December 21st, 2020. Any corrections to that? Seeing none, can I have a motion for acceptance? By Spinks, second by Janudis. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Cochi,
Yes.
Spinks,
Yes.
Janudis,
Yes.
Fluharty,
Yes.
Mezak,
Yes.
Rhodes,
Abstain.
Saunders.
Yes.
And like I said, we have no old business tonight. Before we get to reports, I want to extend a congratulations to our council clerk, Tracy Simons, on her being appointed to the board of directors of the Ohio Municipal Clerks Association. I think that's awesome, and we all want to congratulate you.
Good job.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
always so happy to see when our people step up and go above and beyond what they need to do every day. And we have a long list of people that do that. And Tracy, I'm so glad that you're stepping up and moving up in your profession, because not only will it help you personally, it'll help us as council and as a city. As the more you learn, the better you can perform your job. And again,
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
You want to say a couple of words? Please do.
No, I just want to say thank you to you guys. You guys are wonderful. The association, they really are a wonderful group of clerks. I know some of them. I'm part of the Northeast Ohio Municipal Clerks Association. So if I ever need any questions answered, I always ask them, or things, what other cities need. And so this is just a good stepping stone for me to get my CMC, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really, really excited.
Good. Congrats.
Thank you.
And under reports, Mr. City Manager.
There we go. Thank you, Mayor. I just have just a few small items. First and foremost, Happy New Year to everybody. I just wanted to take a minute. Obviously, Tracy, congratulations. And I also wanted to take a minute and just send out a thank you and a job well done to our service department. You know, early December, middle of December, you know, in dealing with the early storm, bringing the chipper back out, getting behind on leaves, and then dealing with the snowstorm on Christmas Eve. They really did a great job. And I just wanted to extend that, getting them to come in, make sure that the, you know, streets were clear and safe. They did a great job playing catch up, bringing the chipper back out, trying to clean up some of those branches. I know there were still some that are down, and we will get to that in the spring, but wanted to just send a quick thank you to that department, led by Clint and Sean and all the staff. They did a great job. And just a reminder, we continue to update daily. As the mayor said, with the coronavirus, the information page on our website, please go to that. News, updates, programs, assistance, links, all of that on there. So please visit us on our website, or you can always call. That's all I have for tonight. End of report.
Thank you. Mr. Law Director.
Just briefly, Mayor, I just want to wish everybody a happy and healthy new year. I mean, I would urge you to follow the precautions mandated by the governor, even though we're all getting a little tired of it. But I think someone said earlier, this thing's going to be around till November. And having had it, I got to say, it's not something you want to get. It's not. So I would urge everyone to continue the precautions, even though we're getting a little tired of it. Tracy, did I say congrats? Congrats again. And congrats to the Browns and the Buckeyes, and thank you all. Take care.
Thank you. And sitting in for our finance director is our assistant finance director, Jennifer Holland. Welcome.
Thank you. I just wanted to say Happy New Year to everyone. Hopefully this year will be a little better than last year. And as well, just a little update on the tax department. The tax department was only down about 1% for the year, which is good considering everything, but we are still looking to be down in revenue next year due to the possible shift from people that would normally work in the city now working at home. But other than that, we're looking forward to a better year and back to hopefully a little bit of more normal. Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Spinks.
Happy New Year. Good evening to everybody. I'd just like to send a sincere condolence out to the family of Irish Dawson. If you were ever down on the square, parties in the park, or any of the festivals where there was music, her sister would cut her rug. You'd never know that she was 87 years young.
Right.
She's going to be very truly missed. Her daughter, Kathy, my sincere condolence to her. She lives in my ward. Great family. Hearts go out to Ava because I know she's going to miss her sister, because you didn't see one without the other. And just the volunteer work that Irish and her sister did for our community, Meals on Wheels, everything. Every time there was something, they were there. They were really involved in the senior club. So Irish is going to be missed a lot. Christmas was a little bit different this year. No, Christmas was a lot different this year, because usually we're at my son-in-law's and there's about 50 to 70 people, family members gathered around. And so this year was Zoom. And but the nice thing about it was normally the kids are in, bunch of kids are in one room and the adults are in the other, and you're trying to visit with everything. The one thing about the Zoom is they got your full attention. And so it was really kind of neat to really, Tracy's shaking her head. It was neat because we really got to engage with our granddaughters for the holidays a little bit more. So that I'm appreciative, and made me really appreciate things. Got a little challenge for people in Bedford. This came from actually a friend of mine that's a council person somewhere else. He's not going to take down his Christmas lights. He said this virus is still going on, and that he wants to keep those bright lights that makes everybody feel a little bit better. They put them up really early this year. I am going to take down my snowman and my elves and stuff like that, but I'm leaving my white sparkly lights up. Everybody knows I decorate for Easter. So I'll be continuing to keep my lights sparkling on. Mike, I do have a question for you. There is still, from that last bad storm, there is still a lot of branches down. I know I have a resident that's on the corner of Grand and they had a big tree down, and there's still the whole tree line. You can't even walk on the sidewalks because it's still scattered with a lot of limbs and stuff. Are we going to be able to get that chipper out again at all?
I don't know
I
how
know.
it'll be able to come out. Right now, we're trying to fill a couple positions because we are down, as I had mentioned. So that's playing a role too. And as waiting to see what the weather is going to be like. So I don't want to say yes. It's going to be probably pretty challenging, but I can check into it.
Okay. Got a couple, there's a couple over on Tudor and stuff, the trees and rather large limbs and stuff. So I've had a couple of calls about it. I told them I'd check into it. That's about it. Happy New Year and end of report.
Thank you. Mr. Janutus.
Thank you. Just wishing everyone a happy New Year. Hoping things are well with everyone. End of report. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Fluharty.
Yes, I always like to wish Happy New Year to everybody. Go Buckeyes, go Browns. The last time the Browns were in the playoffs was 2012. That's the last, or 2002.
Even worse.
Yeah, I got my numbers mixed up. 2002. And that was also the last one of the years that Ohio State won the national championship. So that's something very familiar. So hopefully that all works out again this year. But I also want to thank the service department too. They have been doing what they have with the weather and getting out and getting some of these leaves done and whatever they had to clean up, they was able to get that through. So that worked out good. Plus they've been out salting the roads and taking care of everything. Christmas Day was a terrible day, and they got the roads all done very well, and everybody was able to get through. So congratulations to those guys, and keep up the good work. And that's about it. End of report.
Thank you. Mrs. Mezek.
Thank you. As along with my counterparts, Happy New Year to all. Hopefully we will still abide by the rules of wearing that mask and social distancing, so we can be a little bit freer this year, and hopefully it'll be a better year for everybody. I want to say thank you to Heather for the challenge she gave me when I did offer the challenge to everyone, and you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But we both sent Meals on Wheels an additional $50 a piece, so that gave them another month of supply of some extra food for the ones that are in need. We also, as a council, were able to fill some stockings that were quite necessary with hams from the city that were donated to some special residents, and I hope they all enjoyed them. And I know that I'm all cookied out for the year. I made enough, and I delivered my last 3 containers over this weekend. And I just want to say it was a quiet Christmas, but a busy one, because I try to stay busy as best I can. And I hope that everybody has good health and good luck for this coming year, and our city prospers like we should. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Saunders.
Yes. First off, many of you, and I know some of council was still here too, may remember Ernie Walker, the scout leader of Troop 447. He had died actually in front of St. John's on Broadway, and our crews managed to bring him back. Well, unfortunately, Ernie passed away yesterday. He was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer a couple months ago, and he went quick. So he did get a few extra years because of the help of our crews, but it's a shame. Here's a person who dedicated his life to helping young men especially, and he influenced a lot of young boys through the scouts. Both of my sons actually, he was their troop leader also. So he will be missed, but let's hope he's done with his suffering now. So on the same note, I was shocked when I heard Iris had gone too, but apparently she had COVID for 3 weeks. So she will be missed. She's a neighbor around the corner from me. So it's one of those things that it's been a trying year, and this year's not starting out much better. But on a brighter note, Mrs. Spikowski, who lives on Wheelock, will be turning 99 on January 20th. So I want to wish her a happy birthday. And then, of course, Tom Minardo, who lives on Nordham, just turned 99 on January 2nd. And he wanted me to remind Mike that he's still waiting for Nordham to be paved before he passes away. If you remember several years ago, he came to one of our community meetings or town halls and specifically requested that his street be done. So I'm just reminding you that he's still waiting. He may have turned 99, but I'll tell you, he's still spunky as all get out. So let's hope we can do some work on that street a little bit better. But now on January 19th, the incoming president has asked all communities and their residents to turn all their lights on. They're actually requesting people to leave their Christmas lights up until at least that point. They're going to have a national lights out or lights on for all those who have passed away because of COVID. So just to bring that out in the public, I did want to mention the fact that if those that still want to hold on to their lights for a couple more weeks, as was mentioned earlier, they do brighten up the area during a time that we're having major conflicts because of the pandemic. So that's just one little item that can be done to help brighten some of this pandemic times. I got one quick question for Mike, and that is, I noticed the service department was working on the manholes at Lincoln and Columbus today. Do you know if they found any reason why that manhole blows every time it rains, or are they still looking and searching as to what the actual cause is, other than the fact the sewers are obviously undersized?
Well, we haven't identified anything as of yet.
Okay, because I did notice they were out there in those manholes today.
Right.
So
I will let you know.
All right, appreciate that. Once again, Happy New Year to everybody, and let's hope for a better year, and go Buckeyes and go Browns.
Thank you. Mrs. Rhodes.
First of all, thank you everyone for joining us. Just to get the simple stuff out of the way, the Bedford Downtown Alliance is starting to plan its chocolate walk. Are you going crazy at home, needing a little bit to do? We would love to help you plan our chocolate walk. If you want to email stories@bedforddowntown.org and let them know you want to volunteer, they'll be happy to put you on that. And then comes the part of the evening where I'm really sorry, City of Bedford, I don't want to make you sad. I'm sorry. So Bedford residents, it's with great sadness that I have to announce that I will need to step down as your Ward 5 City Council representative. I cannot tell you how hard this decision has been for me. I've been diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. And during these difficult times, I feel it is best to focus my energies on my family. There is one matter I would like to clear up that I could not legally do before this time, and that is my vote to remove Councilman Don Saunders from Bedford City Council. It is a fact of the matter that Councilman Don Saunders' actions over the past few decades have resulted in multiple lawsuits against the City of Bedford. In some cases, the City of Bedford has had to pay out on those lawsuits. It is also a fact that Councilman Dawn Saunders has been accused on multiple occasions of racist and sexist comments and actions towards residents and employees of Bedford. Residents of Bedford, you deserve better than this. A sunshine law request for information related to any of these matters can be used to verify these facts. It has been both my honor and my pleasure to represent all of you out there on council. I only wish I could have done more for you. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to make Bedford a better place for all of us. I hope that all of you out there will continue to work and volunteer to make Bedford the kind of place that we all want to live and thrive in. That is the end of my report. Thank you.
Heather, thank you, and our prayers are with you.
Thank you.
You have done a great job for your residents in Ward 5 and for the city, and I want to thank you for that right now up front, and we'll just keep us posted and let us know what's happening.
Of course.
No,
let's just move on to Stan.
I know it's difficult.
It's just best for everybody if we move on.
Fortunately, we have no new business, and we will go right to the hearing of the citizens if we have anything, Mike, at city manager at bedfordoh.gov, if anybody has a question.
I've been checking it throughout work session and the regular meeting, and we do not have any comments or questions.
Thank you.
And in that case, I will ask for a motion for adjournment by Spinks, second by Rhodes. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Cochi,
Yes.
Spinks,
Yes.
Janudis,
Yes.
Fluharty,
Yes.
Mezak,
Yes.
Rhodes,
Yes.
Saunders.
Yes.
And I just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. And everybody have a good night.